Medic! Medic. Good morning, folks. Hope you're keeping well. It's mind-blowing. Forecast was for maybe fog. Oh, we've got fog. We've got fog. Calm. I've just been shouting medic because I just flew my drone into a tree. I don't really want to have a look at it just yet. Didn't half go with that clatter. Do you want to have a look? I've just picked it up out of the fern. It hit this tree here. I was about at that height, just panning across, misjudged my distance, and bingo bongo, down it went. And that's as I picked it up. Still powered on. Oh bother. What the heck has happened there? This limb folds underneath to allow number one to get behind it. So how's that happened? That must have retracted, let number one fold back, and then that one's come out again. Oh man. Have we survived? I guess we've got some prop damage. Actually, you know, that doesn't look too bad. Shall I test it? Hover at least. Let's give it a go. Oh dear. Gimbal centered. Yeah, that looks okay. It's tracking okay. Ouch. Oh man. Just going to step back a little way. Sorry about this disjointed camera work. It's one-handed, so. So what have we got going on here? Takeoff permitted. Let's try for a hover.
Takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
That looks pretty stable. Mighty close shave, but looks like we live to fly another day. It's not fun. I don't like that. We're headed off down in that direction, down some ancient oaks, and the sun's coming up, so this fog isn't going to be around for forever. However, 100% chance of fog tomorrow. Oh, exciting. I need to get some shots took, so I'm going to break the camera out, put this away, head off down this trail, find some ancient oaks, and bring you back when I find a composition, try and explain my thinking. Fancy crashing my drone into a tree. It had to happen. Thankfully it happened on a day like this when nothing's going to dampen my spirits. Oh dear. Good stuff. Anyway, what a magical place. I really want to get down there to the ancient oaks, but I'm fearful that the more time I spend walking, the less fog there's going to be left. So I've got a balance to play. Do I kick about here where I've got composition after composition of beauty, or do I walk for a mile and a bit, which is going to take me a while, all the time losing the fog? I balanced it a little bit because of tomorrow's forecast. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the most of this today, and then tomorrow I'll head into the nature reserve and try and get some of the giants. Anyway, I've got this little composition here. Look at this little fella. How lovely is he? Fantastic colour, supported by the fog in the background, just isolates him a little bit. I can't really get on him as I want to because these trees either side are encroaching. If they weren't there, this would be stunning. But this one in particular is a pain in the bitch, pain. And then this one's not much use either. So it's a very simple composition, but I think it's so stunning in itself with the fog in the background. I've made it as symmetrical as I can. I'll try and crop the frame some way, but you can see there's just no edge between the autumn leaves and this trunk. It's just going to be too tight. But anyway, I shot it at f11. I shot a previous one at f2.2, I think, just to try and soften out the background even more. Shot it at f11, third of a second, at exposure, ISO 100. Ah, shame about these fellas. For anybody that has watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I can't give up. If I'm not satisfied with the composition, I find it very difficult to walk away. It's like a job half done, and I don't do that. It's not how I roll. I punish myself sometimes. It makes it difficult, more difficult than it has to be. I could walk on and find something else, but I'm waffling, I know. Anyway, point is, I couldn't leave that tree alone. So what I did is I started walking around it, and I was looking for gaps in the trees where I might get a better composition. And I've had to sacrifice shooting the whole of him, but I've got this as a composition, and I think it's really quite nice. Thanks, Sony. So with the forest background and the tall pines, and then we have this oak, this young oak, sprouting out the bottom left-hand corner and just arcing into the frame with all this beautiful colour on it, and the contrast between the fog and the orange leaves and then this dank forest floor. I think that makes for quite a nice composition. I'm okay now, I can walk on. I had to find something. What a day. There's another ancient oak, there's one here, and then there's another one here. And this isn't even ancient oak, woodland Hoak. It's like an oak, but bigger. That seems to be the theme for today. Things get in the way. That might even be the title of the video. When things get in the way. Your drone hits the deck. Your composition is challenging. No matter how fantastic the light is, you still end up with the same challenges. You still end up making compromises and having to put in extra effort to get a half shot. You know what I mean? I don't know how this video is going to turn out, you know. I'd like it to be as epic as the experience, which I know is impossible, but I think I need to move on. I need to find something else to shoot. I have some shots from today. My drone's in need of a medic. Medic. I don't know what I'm thinking right now, can you tell? Do you ever get that? Do you ever get like overwhelmed and it's all like, it's just too much? It's like, this is so much. Everywhere I look, there's another silhouette or a composition or something interesting and exciting. I've just remembered I've bought a coffee in my backpack. That might not be a bad idea. Just chill out for a minute. That usually helps, just to stop. It helps me anyway. If it gets too much, there is a temptation to think, it's enough for today, I'm gone. And you leave. I've done it many times. And sometimes the best shots come by just taking a minute and saying, just chill out, forget what you're doing. Don't think about it anymore. Have a break. Look at this light, folks. My God. Don't tell me we're going to get a sunburst through this fog. It really looks like we are. Oh my goodness me. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know how to shoot it. Oh, crikey. What do I do if that starts to make its way in here? There isn't a lot of wood that way. There's some farmland some distance that side. So it's nice and clear behind these trees, which means the sun will come in. I need to make a move. I need to get down that way a little bit, I think. Okay, enough waffle. Let's turn it into some action. Oh, this could be colossal. I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm off. I'll see you in a bit. My mood's changed. From shock and awe to overwhelm. And I've walked down this trailway just bouncing from another one composition to another composition to another composition. And then I get to a point where I'm thinking, man, what am I doing? What am I looking for? What am I shooting? Do you know? It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. It's beautiful and it's exciting, don't get me wrong, and I'm so grateful, but I feel just a bit overwhelmed. The sun didn't come out. The brightest it got was that little clip I showed you of the sun, so that saved me having to go all global thermonuclear over it, but that would have happened should it have broken through, I'm sure. In fact, the fog seems to have come down a little more, actually. It took more of the light. And this little composition here is an example of me trying to make the most of the environment, the situation. So I wanted to share it just for anybody, excuse me a minute, something on the lens. I just wanted to share it for anybody that finds themselves in a similar boat. I have to calm myself down, it's like this. We're in autumn, and autumn's beautiful, as you all know, and it presents us with some very attractive opportunities. But then when we get a little bit of fog, it's like you want to go and shoot the fog. What's that? What is that? What does that mean? Does that mean the trees? Does that mean a broader landscape? Does it mean honing in on little tiny intimate subjects? Does it mean a bit of everything, which is what I've basically done this morning? And that's made me feel scattered in thought. I've become a bit random. I'm not keen on that. I like to know what I'm doing. But in any case, this composition is an example of me trying to make the most of the epic situation. And it's a tiny little bush sat in front of some holly with a gap. Let me show you. So this little tree here, such a beautiful colour. Let's get a bit closer. How fantastic are they? Amazing, isn't it? Just epic colour, especially with this. See a dark green behind it and this bit of fog up here. So that was the thought. I just got to thinking, how can I find a composition that's going to somehow make the most of the bush, the contrast with this holly, and then introduce the fog in the background, making this nice foggy autumnal scene. And that's what I came up with, right at the limit of the tripod. I've got 4 sections extended and the centre pole to the max. But the composition is taking in the entire of the bush, literally edge to edge on the frame. It just fills it. We've got this darkness supporting it, both sides, and then almost in the centre, just off to the right, we have this trident of a tree. Big old beech tree or chestnut tree or something like that in the background, with this blanket of fog and just a few highlights showing the sky. And I really, really like this image. I hope I do it justice, I really do. I've taken a few shots at different apertures because I want to make the most of the fog in the background. I need that to be soft, but I'd like to catch some holly detail and I'd like this bush to be in focus as well. So it's quite a delicate focus task. The light at the moment is changing. Look at this, how it seems to have gone real dark again. This is almost as if it's crept in for a second attempt today. I tell you, tomorrow I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to be doing nothing but think about tomorrow morning today. And I'm here. I'm in this place. Why is it on my mind like that? What does it do to us, this photography game? It's bonkers. You look at all this. I mean, just this fantastic light, and then out of nowhere you get this boom of colour. I love this. I love this shot. I love the detail in it. I'll do a couple more shots because I really want to give this to you as best I can. I might even post 1 or 2 versions of it so that you get a comparison. The light's been changing, it's dimming down now, I'm losing light. So it'll be interesting to see how I can bring this out and post. But I'll crack on, I'll process this, I'll pop the images up in the gallery at the end and let me know what you think. Oh, it's playing with my mind. I've smashed my drone, I've got all sorts of obstacles in the way, and now I'm fighting with this concept of fog and autumn and stop the bus, I want to get off. I've not had a minute, I've not stopped, never took a break like I said I would. Breathe. I'm going to take these few more shots, I'll pop them up at the end. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer or which one you think does it best justice. I'd be interested to know. And but you know what, folks, I think with the way the light is, with the way the ambience is, the way I am, honestly, I don't feel like I'm producing quality content. I need to be shooting, I need to concentrate this last half hour that I have here on getting some more shots, and I'll post up anything that I think is of value. I hope there's something in there that's quite magical, I really do. And I'll say sincerely, thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been okay. I'm not convinced today, but until next time, which might be another fog video next week, because tomorrow I am on it, and I'll hopefully see you for that one as well. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please take care of one another, and until next time, if you can't be good, just be careful, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. What a strange day. What a strange, strange day.